and welcome to my autistic marriage video channel, where I am married to a man on the spectrum. Him, me and IT. It might sound like a really strange topic, but it is really contentious within our relationship. Now granted, he is quite good at all things IT. However, if I ever have an issue with relation to IT, well, ooh, do we have a battle on our hands? Now, to give you sort of the backstory, my first job was in IT. I put together computers and I upgraded their systems, inserted more memories and worked on motherboards and things. Learned a little bit of programming, but that wasn't my specialty. And people called up and said, hey, my computer's not working, can you help? And I would talk them through it over the phone. And if it was something that couldn't be fixed, then we sent out a technician. And also I have designed websites for myself and for others, and I do HTML coding and bits and bobs, right? So I'm not a complete nonce when it comes to technology. But there are certain things I think that my husband is quite good at. So of course we'll go into the examples. We recently had our internet, email, supplier, stop supplying email. And so we had to then switch to another email company. And for some reason, I couldn't get it to work. It just kept going with my old email account and then telling me that it was no longer working, and warning signs flashing everywhere, popping up all over the place. And I'm like, why isn't this working? And so I message my partner and say, hey, what does your back end look like? You know, the account section where you've entered all the data. And as soon as I go there, I'm like, attacked. He starts straight away talking to me like I am something brown on the bottom of his shoe. Irritating, pain in the beep, don't even bother me with your incompetence, you know. And it's kind of frustrating too, because I was Googling and searching and looking and doing everything to not have to ask him how to fix the problem, because I knew it was coming. And in the end, I had to bite the bullet and ask him to help me fix the problem. And straight away, he's in that kind of condescending, patronising, you know nothing, you ignorant piece of beep. And another example, we went on a holiday to Tasmania, and I wanted to look on Google Maps and see where we were staying in the layout of the land. So I say to him, can I borrow your computer, because I didn't bring mine, and he brought his. Yeah, no problems. So I open up the laptop and I'm looking, and normally you've got like all images, videos, maps, you know, along the top, giving you all these things you can search. And he has no maps. I'm like, where's maps, right? So I type in maps, nothing. I type in Tasmania, maps, and I just get little pictures of the whole of Tasmania, and I'm like, this is really frustrating, not at all doing what I want. And so I say to him, where's your maps section on your computer? Instantly. There's no nice response, there's no love, there's no care, there's no concern. It's straight into, don't you know where maps is? It's where it always is. Okay, buddy, check your tone. And I say, unhelpful, right? Oh, obviously I know where maps should be. I said, but yours isn't here. Well, keep looking. Don't you know to keep looking? It should be there. Just click around, do something. You know how to work these things. And I'm like, you're not talking to me like you think I know how to work these things. So it's instant agitation mode. Instant, why are you bothering me with your IT stuff? Anyway, I ask another question and I get that same dodgy response. And in the end, I just closed his laptop and left the accommodation, just went for a big long walk, because I was so peed off. And this is what he does. Anytime there's IT, anytime there's something to do with, I need to upgrade my phone, or I need to, doesn't matter. As soon as it's electronics, he's there with his patronising, condescending, and I don't even know why he's like that. Like, does it bother him that I'm asking for help? It's weird, because if it was somebody else, of course, he would go over and help that person, no problem. Like, his friends have sometimes called him and said, hey, can you help me with this computer thing? And off he goes. And he's not talking to them like that. He just saves that for me. I don't know why. So, hey, if you're on the spectrum and you're watching this, got any ideas? Because it makes no sense to me. And so, yeah, that's how he is with me and IT. And so, obviously, I try to avoid having to ask him about anything, because he's so annoying. But on that note, I just wanted to say, very recently, we were out to dinner with friends, and one of my children was there. And we're ordering, and they're saying what they're getting, we're saying what we're going to get, yada, yada, yada. The waiter comes along, and I start asking for what it is that I'm getting. And then I go to add this particular dish, and instantly hubby is there with his attack mode, condescension tone, saying something like, why are you getting that? Don't you know what we've already ordered? We already said we didn't want that. Blah, blah, blah. Until one of my children says to him, check your tone with your wife there. And he stops talking. And I thought, oh, thank you. Thank you for standing up for me. Because sometimes I think, I'm not mishearing it, am I? Like, have I gotten so used to being attacked that I just assume he is? Or is it real? And so I've really started to wonder that lately, if it's all in my head. And so thankfully when my son did that and defended me, I realised, no, I definitely hear it. And the other couple sort of said something, a bit, like, that's not okay. And so I thought, okay, that's cool. Others are seeing it as well and realise that he's not being cool. So I just wanted to put that out there, that it isn't in my head, even though it might seem like it is. And he doesn't necessarily know that he's using any particular tone, but he definitely has this way of speaking to me really rudely, and it just puts me in a bad mood. Like, after that dinner incident, he comes up to me and like goes to hug me, and I'm like, I'm not feeling that at all after what happened. And that's the funny thing too, is like, he thinks I'll just talk to her in that shitty dumb tone, pardon my French, and it's done and dusted and all is well after that. But it isn't. I don't like him after that. I don't sit there and find him endearing. I've kind of had that happen and think, you're just so not nice to me. That just puts me in a bad mood. And when you hug me later, I don't want to be hugged by you later. It's irritating. Anyway, comment below. Can you relate to this? Have similar issues with relations to IT? Or perhaps in your case it's something wholly different and you still get that tone over something else. Comment below. Love to hear from you. And thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Really do appreciate it.